Someone like myself will say, don't drink alcohol. Don't do this stuff that you think is normal. Make Naam your normal thing. Don't think it's okay to drink alcohol and get drunk with that alcohol. I'm not saying that your intention is wrong. Your intention is right. You want to feel something more than this world. It's not enough. You want to have some extra experience and you want some anand. Everybody wants anand, innit? Marani. They're looking for the right thing, but looking for it in the wrong place. They're looking for anand, but they're looking for it in a bottle. If they looked for that anand in the gutka, then it'd be the right place to look for it. The person who wants to eat meat and enjoy the taste of meat, even they've got the right idea, but the wrong reason, the wrong way. They want to taste something really good, so they go for meat. They want to get something really high, so they take drugs. They want to feel totally relaxed, so they drink alcohol. What they didn't realize, that all of those things are in Naam. All of those things. Maharas. Taste it, taste Maharas is Naam.
Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru,
Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Khoob, 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 khoob tero naam. Jhoot, 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 duni guman. Nagaj tere bande didar par. नाम बिना सब दुनिया छार. अचरज तेरी कुदरत तेरे कदम सलाह. गनीब तेरी सिफत सच्चे पातशाह. नितरिया तर पन है खुदाए. गरीब निवाज दिन रैन त्याए. नानक को खुद खसम मेहरबान. अलहो न बिसरै दिल जी परान. गुरु प्रसाद संगत जी राह मिल के फतेह बुलाने जी. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. ਧੰਨ ਭਾਗ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਦੇ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਆ. ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੁਕਮ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਥਾ ਕਰਾਂ. ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਦੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਹੈ ਕੀ, ਆਪਾਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਕਿਉਂ ਆਏ ਹੈਗੇ. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਦੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਹੈਗੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਆ ਕਿ ਹਾਲਾਤ ਚੰਗੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਨਾ. ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਆਮ ਤੌਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਪਰਸੈਂਟੇਜ ਵਾਈਜ਼ ਕਾਫੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਤੋਂ ਦੂਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ. ਮੇਰੇ ਵਰਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ 30-35 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਘੱਟ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ ਕਹਿ ਲਓ, ਕਜ਼ਨਸ ਕਹਿ ਲਓ, ਸਿੱਖੀ ਘੱਟ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਘੱਟ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ. ਅਤੇ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਖਤਰਾ ਆ ਪੰਥ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਅੱਗੀ ਪਨੇਰੀ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਆਵੇਗੀ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ. ਸੋ ਵੀ ਮਸਟ ਮੇਕ ਐਨ ਐਫਰਟ ਟੂ ਟੀਚ ਆਵਰ ਕਿਡਸ ਸਿੱਖੀ. ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, I remember when I was 21, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹਲੇ ਉਹ ਸਮਾਂ ਯਾਦ ਹੈ, ਕਾਫੀ ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ, ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦ ਮੈਂ ਮੋਨਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਸੀ. well, my normal day at the Gurdwara was on a Sunday. I was 21, cut hair, drinking, doing drugs, which at that time, sad to say, was quite normal for people that were 21 at university. So I remember when I used to come to Gurdwara, it was all about coming down here, matha taking, having a bit of prashad, sitting down for 2 minutes, then going to langar hall, having langar, and then that was my religious bit done, and I go home. Mummy puchi Gurdwara ho aaya? Hanji. Matha tekta? Hanji. Je ਉਹਨੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ, ਜੇ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਸਮਝ ਆਇਆ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ. So there is a problem. We made our community is starting to make coming to Gurdwara a little bit of a Sunday ritual. Matha take, go home, that's it, job done. But the thing is that if Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is sitting here, he is sitting here, dikhda nahi wa hai. He's sitting here in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Many Mahapurukhs have asked Guru Granth Sahib Ji, is Guru Nanak inside you? And Guru Nanak Ji has come out and shown them he is inside Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So if we're sitting in Guru Nanak Ji's Hazuri right now, then the question is, what would he say to us about this ritual that we've done? Because Maharaj is saying that if you want to learn here, Gurdwara hoye soji paisi, et dwara toye hacha hoisi. Maharaj says if you want to come to Gurdwara, you should be getting gyan, soji, about what is life. And secondly, you should be getting some either purification to come out clean. There is a problem which is not going to be solved by sitting over here wishing on the magic tree like this, it's going to happen. We're going to have to do something. Maharaj has given us these hands and these feet to do something. They say apan hatti apana ape hi kaj savari hai. And what is the trick? The trick would be to read the Bani. जिस चीज़ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸੇ ਸਮਝਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ. I've met so many people, I don't just mean the young people, I mean a lot of the older people. ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੋਕੀ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਦੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਦੇ ਜਪਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਕਥਾ ਕਿਸ ਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੁਣੀ, ਕਦੇ ਵੀ. And I asked this in a camp full of 50-60% Amritari people, and not many hands went up. How many people have listened to Katha of Japji Sahib from anybody? Doesn't matter who, what you believe in, just any one person, you listen to Katha of it, whoever it is going to spend at least half an hour per body. For 40 bits, that's at least, half an hour, 20 hours of Katha of Japji Sahib, at least. The least, even something Maskeen ji ne Katha kiti hai, आधा घंटा लाजेगा सिर्फ एक पौड़ी देते. So that was a quick katha. If you go through Gyani Thakur Singh, it's going to take you hours and hours to get to just pass Mool Mantar. Yeah. So we've got a problem with we're matha taking to Guru Granth Sahib. We're not understanding it. Our kids are growing up knowing they should matha take, knowing they should have prasad, but they're not actually peeking underneath the rumale. Ki hai ki utte, है ना? And Maharaj is telling us that many people come to see him, and we even say in Bani, Guru Nanak jin sunya pekhya se phir garbas na paryare. We say if anybody sees Guru Nanak, they will not have to come back into reincarnation. They get mukti. But then Maharaj says one thing, they say ditthe mukta na hovei jichar shabad na kare vichar. By seeing him, you won't get mukti until or unless you read the Shabad. Bani will say, Gur Samrath, Gur Nirankar. Guru is all powerful, Guru is God. And Bani will say, Vaho Vaho Bani Nirankar hai. This Jevad Avarna koi. So maybe in a way we've stopped understanding what is Guru Granth Sahib Ji. I remember about 2 years ago, I was talking to some people and I said to them, who wrote Bani? They said the Gurus did. I said, where did they get it from? They go, I don't know. They got it from themselves. You see, again, if we're in Bradford, we know there's a big community of people who are Asian in Bradford as well, but that are not Sikh. And I'm sure you can guess what I'm talking about. And if you go and ask them, where did your Quran come from? Quran Sharif, what will they say? They'll say, they might say Muhammad Sahib. They might say Muhammad Sahib. But if you say, where did he get it from? What will they say? They'll say, it's God, isn't it? कोई है मुसलमान जरा मनुगा कि नहीं रब तो नहीं आई. कोई है मुसलमान जिन्हें पता भी नहीं कि रब तो नहीं आई. नहीं. सारे कहेंगे जिन्हें कुरान शरीफ में लिखा आया सिर्फ अकाल पुरख अल्लाह तो मिले है. पर सिखा में ये गल क्यों नहीं हैगी फिर? क्यों साडे मुंडे नूं बच्चों नूं नहीं पता कि ये बाणी जिहड़ी हैगी है तुर्की बाणी आई ते सगली चिंत मिटाई हैं. तो गुरु रामदास जी कह रहे ने कि I am speaking the words of God. They're going सतगुर की बाणी सत सत कर जानो गुर सिखो हर करता आप मोह कडाए. They're saying Vaheguru is making me say these words, but we have a problem. Our youth don't know that banis come from God. And they also don't understand, in a way, what it means. And really, there's no one to blame but people like me. It's not their fault. And when they go to school, they learn English, no parent had to work hard that much to teach their kids English. But I'm sure everybody, like myself, when my kids come home in the week, they've got a list of words they have to learn. And I sit down, I test them on the spellings of those words, because I know that every Friday they got a test. Now, if I spend half an hour a week teaching them English, and they still learn English quite easily, why don't we teach them Gurmukhi, understanding Bani the same way? Why don't we test them in the week for the meaning of the Mool Mantra? Once they've learned what Nirpao means, then we teach them Jin Nirpao, Jin Har Nirpao Tyaya Ji, Tin Ka Pao, Sab Gavasi. So now they've got a word to put that into a context, a sentence. Can't just teach them Uda Ada Idi for 5 years. We've got to go on. If we teach them how to write Nirvad, then we've got to teach them words that Na ko bari nahi bigana, Sagal sang humko banai. So then they're learning more and more about the meaning of those words and the philosophy of Sikhi from the language itself. As I asked Maharaj before I started the Katha, I said, Maharaj, so you know how people pull you one way? I got told before, talk about Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Then on the day they said, talk about the meaning of life. But chalo Guru Granth Sahib Ji, meaning of life, very related anyway. Then I asked Maharaj, what should I talk about? And Maharaj said, without Naam, life is wasted. In that Shabad I read out earlier, Maharaj says, Khoob Khoob, Khoob Khoob, Khoob Tero Naam. So Vaheguru, your name is amazing. But we've got to explain to people what that means. Imagine if I went up to a kid and I said, God's name is amazing. He's going to say, alright, sounds good. But he doesn't get what I really mean by it. And explain kan the Lord hai. Khoob Khoob, Khoob from the word Khoob Surat, beautiful. Khoob Khoob, Khoob Khoob, Khoob Tero Naam. 5 times, Satsangaji, 5 times. Am I saying beautiful, 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 beautiful is your name? Why would they say that to God? Somebody's name is just a name. They say he's got hundreds of names. He's got hundreds. Allah kehlo, Ram kehlo, Khuda kehlo. But how come it's so beautiful? Yeah? How come every one of those names are beautiful? Because it's not the saying of the name that's beautiful. It's what experience we can get from it. ਆਪਾਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਆਂਦੇ ਆ, ਸਾਡਾ ਮਕਸਦ ਕੀ ਹੈਗਾ? ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਖੁਸ਼ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਏ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ. ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਵੀ ਛਕਦੇ ਆ, ਪੇਟਾ ਵੀ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ. ਬਸ ਸਾਡਾ ਅਸਲ ਮਕਸਦ ਹੈ ਕੀ? ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਏ ਕਿਉਂ? ਅਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਉਂ ਆਏ? ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬੜੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਕੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ? ਮਾਰੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹੀ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਮਾਰੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਬਿਨਾ ਸਭ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਛਾੜ. I will explain that to you. Char is like dust. You know when you burn a body and you're left with ashes, or you get a house burnt down, you're left with ashes. That's ashes. You can't do much with them. Koi fayda nahi hota. Mara says without Naam, everything is like that ashes. Useless. Very harsh statement, isn't it? What is this word Naam? It's basically the connection to God. That in your normal life, you think it's all about eating, drinking, going to school, getting good education, having a life. Everything else that you think about, let's call that mundane life. Mundane life meaning aam zindagi. Then ek paase aam zindagi, ek paase ruhaniyat di zindagi, atmik zindagi, spiritual life. The normal life, everybody has satsang ji. Pave Musliman hobe, pave Hindu hobe, pave is country which koi bhi hobe, सारी जिंदगी एक तकरीबन सेम ही हैगी है, तकरीबन सेम ही है. Everybody's got cars now, everybody's got washing machines, everybody's got jobs. When you go to work, you hang out with people of all types. There's no difference. Same pet puja. समझो? Different food, but same hunger. So we're all the same when it comes to that. फिर सिक्खों में की खासियत हैगी है. गुरु साहब क्यों आए जिंदगी देते? Why did they come upon this earth if everything was the same anyway? समझो मेरी गल. People keep saying to us, oh, we believe all religions are the same. आम तौर पे most Sikhs say this. They say this. So सुन लो ये गल. Most Sikhs say all religions are the same. For the person logically asks the question, what's special about your religion then? Why should I be a Sikh? फिर बंदा फंस गया. They said a minute ago, they're all the same. हुन क्यों समझावे कि कोई वखरापन भी हैगा? वह है वखरी. महाराज says, एक उत्तम पंथ सुनियो गुर संगत तह मिलंत जम त्रास मिटाई. They say एक उत्तम पंथ, the highest way. Something about this way is the highest. Why is that? Because this way is the way of Naam. Khoob khoob, khoob khoob, khoob tero naam. 5 times. Then they say the next bit, choot choot, choot choot, 4 bari, duni guman. Duni is dunya, the world. Guman is pride. False is the pride of this world. Not just false. False, 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 false is the pride of this world. But Sach Khand ji, unfortunately, we take so much pride in the world. है ना? गड्डियाँ, घर, शरीर, गहने, बच्चे, सब कुछ. Guru Ramdas ji, they could have done the same thing. They could have done the same thing. Their own 2 sons turned away from them. One of their sons tried to kill the other son, and the sons of that son. Soch lo. Sudhi Khan, when he comes to kill Guru Arjan Dev Ji, he set upon him by Priti Chand. The problems that we have in our families, those problems exist everywhere, even the Guru's family. But still the Gurus, they took only honor in the Naam. They said, I only look for this Naam. Naam bina sab duniya chhad. It's the connection, Sach Khand ji. Firstly, that we have a soul. That this soul has travelled from so many lives. Yeah? Kai janam firke. Hun e atma insan di atma ch hegi, insan de deh vich aayi hui hai. It's got the life of a human being, and now it's got the chance to connect to God. When I was young, I remember when I was 21, and I met this Sikh. I was a munna then, and he said to me, let's meditate. I said, ek hi hunda hai. Let's sing Vaheguru. And I said, do Sikhs meditate? Because I thought all Sikhs did, right? And it might be some of you might agree with this. I thought all Sikhs do be good guys, good men and women. They're brave, they're warriors, and that's it. The Sipahi side is all that I knew about. It's easy to explain the Sipahi side, isn't it? It's easy to say to somebody, we look after the low people. Mara says, in that same shad, Mara goes, Nittariya atar pan hai khudai. The people that have got no support, Nittariya, we are their support. They got no one to help them, we help them. We got the kirpan, we understand the warrior side, we look fierce, our gurus are brave. But when you look around our community now, there's not a lot of that happening as well. Not really helping too many people. Starting to, we've got the Guru Nanak free kitchen in up north. Then Birmingham, they've got the Midland Langar Seva. We're starting to step outside of our Gurdwara and teach. But in a way, we've lost that Naam, you know? We haven't taught many people about that Naam. If Guru Sahib is saying 5 times, Khoob khoob, khoob khoob, khoob tero naam, we need to be telling our kids and ourselves, why is it so beautiful? What is this experience that Maharaj is talking about? And when I met that guy, he said, let's meditate. I didn't know what was going to happen next. We sat down in a circle. He got a guitar out. Now, he was a big guy. Used to work out quite a lot. Papa Chardika looking Singh. Then I saw him with a guitar. I thought, vadiya gal hegi hai. Singh's got a guitar. Dole inne vadde te naal guitar. I thought, Singh chardi kala aaya. Pulls out the guitar and they start singing Vaheguru. Very nice tune, very nice tune. And I just started saying, I said, oh, eh ga raha hai, main bhi naal ga lawa. Just for the sake of company, you feel like you should do. But Sach Khand ji, in the next 5 minutes of that me doing Simran, something happened to me. That's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Something happened to me that was not normal. What I'd been told was normal. Going to school, going to university, normal. Something happened to me and I started crying. I started getting overtaken by this feeling of something bigger than myself. What had I done so far? I couldn't read Japji Sahib. I couldn't read any part. I didn't know anything about Sikhi. All I was saying was this one word, Vaheguru. And I started to read about my gurus already. I wanted to know about my gurus. And I wanted to praise my gurus. Because Guru is amazing, isn't it? Guru Sahib ko dekh lo, Vakei, Guru Sahib bahut, they're just amazing. Maharaj says ki Guru ki mehma kya kaha gur bibek satsar. Oh aaj jugadi, jugo jug, pura paramesar. Gur par brahm paramesar aap, aat pahar nanak gur jaap. The Guru is so amazing. I mean, we had a little glimpse of it when I was reading these little books and pamphlets in the Gurdwara. But when I started to say Vaheguru, 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 something really powerful happened to me. And only later on, when I told the Singh, something was a bit scary that happened to me. And then he was like, that's Naam. Ehi Naam hai. Zindagi is about Naam. It's about that experience of the divine. And many Guru Sahib has given many directions about it. Ki Daswan Dwar hai, Trikuti hai, Hirda hai. That it's a physical experience. That we have a physical body, onu keh lo asthul sarir, and we have a spiritual body, onu keh suksham sarir. Suksham meaning subtle. Why is it subtle? Because you can't touch it specifically. Hard to get hold of it. It's so subtle. It's like someone, you know, like English humor is so subtle. Some people are so subtle in their humor, they made a joke and you didn't even realize it. That's how subtle the body is. Suksham sarir is called. Can't quite see it. But the suksham sarir can experience God. And that experience is mind-blowing. And this is the experience that Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is talking about in that Shabad, Pairo Mahalla Panjwa, Khoob Khoob, Khoob Khoob, Khoob Tero Naam. They're saying to us, oh Sikhs, don't forget this one thing, that you've come here to jap Naam. Ayo, in this world we've come here, Maharaj says in Rera Sahib Asa Mahalla Panjwa, Pai Parapat Manuk Dehuriya, Gobind Milan ki eh teri bariya. You've come here to meet God. Imagine, most religions on this planet will tell you, you're here to do good and then get heaven. Bahisht, Swarg, after you die. And what is Bani saying? Heaven is here. Maharaj Guru Arjan Dev is saying, Raj na chahu, Mukh na chahu, Manpreet, Charan Kamlare. Saying heaven is here. We can experience God here. There's very few gurus that can promise you this. Samajh rahe ho? In Gunvanti, Shabad by Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, they say, Eo pave har dar savada. You will get to see God. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is saying, Nanak har gun gaye, alakh prabh lakh hi hai. So I was thinking, lakh means to see something. Alakh means you can't see. Maharaj says, Nanak har gun gaye, if you sing the praise of God, alakh prabh lakh hi hai. You've all heard this Shabad, isn't it? Everybody's been to a wedding once, isn't it? At least in their life. What do they sing? Kita lodiye kam so har pe akhiye, Karj de savar satgur sach sakhiye, Santa sang nidan amrit chakhiye, Pe panjan meherwan das ki rakhiye, Nanak har gun gaye, alakh prabh lakhiye. So if you sing the praise of God, that God which is invisible to you right now, alakh, you will see Him, lakhiye. Imagine a guru that comes upon the earth, he says, I will get you to see God. Very few gurus will promise you that. But Guru Maharaj is promising us that right now. Saying, Nanak har gun gaye, alakh prabh lakhiye. And when we experience Him, that experience is called Naam. You know, there's a movie called The Matrix. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਹੈਗੇ ਮੇਬੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੇਖੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗੀ, ਮੇਰੀ ਉਮਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ 30-35 ਸਭ ਨੇ ਦੇਖੀ ਹੋਈ ਆਮ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ The Matrix. In The Matrix, they're living in an illusion. ਭੁਲੇਖਾ ਆ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਕਿਧਰ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਅਸਲ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਹੈ, ਭੁਲੇਖੇ 'ਚ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ. ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਮੋਰਫੀਅਸ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਆ ਤੇ ਮੇਨ ਕੈਰੈਕਟਰ ਨੀਓ ਨੂੰ ਜਗਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਮੋਰਫੀਅਸ ਉਹਨੂੰ. He makes him wake up to the reality. है ना? I was thinking, what is Morpheus? Morpheus like a Gursikh. That jo di se Gursikhda, तिस निफ निफ लागो पाए जियो आखा बिरथा जी की गुर सजन देह मिलाए जियो सोई दस उपदेसरा मेरा मन अनत ना काहू जाए जियो एह मन तैकू देवसा मैं मार्ग देह बताए जियो tell me the way to wake up मन से जाग रे मन जागन हारे oh my mind wake up you're living in an illusion now how hard is it to tell somebody who feels the world is real that you're living in an illusion because who are the people that talk about illusions the Buddhists in this world if you go to people about spirituality they will say Buddhists talk about spirituality and if you ask them do Sikhs talk about spirituality they'll say no Sikhs talk about ethics being good to everybody treating everybody equally and also defending people's rights and that's it we're not known for spirituality when our guru is saying khub 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 tero naam we're not known for spirituality and people in our panth people like myself when I was 21 we are going to Gurdwara and we don't even know there is spirituality in Sikhi that there is something in Bani which is much higher than the mundane and what is that Satsangaji? The experience of God Naam so when I had that experience I was mind blown by it you know why Maharaj said it 5 times you know imagine they said it once the first time I felt Naam I said oh khoob amazing the thing is the more you do it the better it gets rukda nahi 5 wari main tai kehta pehla first time you say it khoob hai second time you say it you say bahut khoob fir us to bhi khoob 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 beyant the experience of God is infinite and the experience of that bliss called Anand look we all sing Anand Sahib even after today's program Pais are going to come up and they're going to sing Anand Sahib Guru Sahib wrote a whole shabad about a whole part called bliss what is that bliss? The bliss of experiencing God sometimes I wonder in it it's like you're sitting in a room and there's an elephant in the room but no one's talking about the elephant that's what the English call it in English they call it we're ignoring the elephant in the room Naam is the elephant in this room the experience of God is a thing but we sort of go around it we sort of ignore it oh there's an elephant there because what it requires do you know why because it requires something because Maharaj says next after khoob 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 tero naam they say choot 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 duni guman they say all the pride in this world is completely false to get this naam you then have to stop believing in the world because you can only have 2 things you can either be sach or choot if naam is khoob it's also sach if the world is choot then we can't believe in it it's an illusion so we have to stop stepping away from the world but this world is so attractive I'm living I don't think I'm some Mahapurush sitting in front of you the world is very attractive very beguiling it's so easy to fall into the trap of the world so easy in that Shabad Maharaj said jagare man jagan hare they go oh wake up they go this world har bin avar na avas kama chutha moh mithya pasare they go without Vaheguru no one's going to come of any use to you it's a bit like the Matrix in the Matrix Neo slowly understands the world is false now saasri maaf karna ਜਿਹਨੇ ਮੂਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖੀ ਉਹ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਦੇਖ ਵੀ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੁਝ ਮਾੜਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਅਸਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਇਹ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਜਾਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਹੈ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ and in a way that's what we're asking you to do in Gurdwara I'm like Morpheus's little chilla going around telling people ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਜਾਗ ਜਾਓ there's something bigger to the world than this world and I remember when I was 21 and I was at university I told you earlier what I was like there was always a little bit of thing inside me that used to think is this enough is this it then imagine if I ask the university kids what you're going to do next what's your life going to be like they say I'm going to get a job then I'm going to get married then I'm going to buy a house then after that I'll probably end up having some kids then I'll get more promoted then after those kids are grown up I'll retire and then they'll die. And every single person in that room in the university all agree this is their trajectory of their life. And how I'd written it, I'd just written it Kudrati, I'd written it downwards. It was like a downward trajectory, you know? And I was asking, in this, is that all you want then? Don't you want anything else? Because when we're born, the world is amazing, isn't it? We go, Wah, achar teri kudrat. Wow, how amazing is this world. But then when we get to the reality of the world, कि रोज काम करना पैंदा, रोज रोटी पकानी पैंदी हैगी है, रोज कपड़े धोने, भांडे मांजने, it gets very boring, innit? And then I think to myself, what about those people that don't experience Naam? What must their life be like? Because the only way that this life is bearable is if you add Naam to the flavor. Before, when I was 21, I used to think, there must be more to life than this. And luckily, Marji Kirpa, I was looking for it and Guru Sahib showed it to me. And now I understand that these things, the worldly stuff, is only about 10% of what you need to do in the real world. The real thing, 90% of it is all about Naam. And you know what they say about our brains? They say our brains, we only use 15% of our brains, they say. 85% we don't even use. Or jidi khali dimag pe hai na, wo kar ki rahe hain? What's its purpose? We only need a 15% to survive in this world. 10%, 15% kya lo, to do all the pande maajne, kapde, kam kaj, sab kuch. We only need that much. What do we do with the rest? What do we do with the rest of our energy, of our mind? Mara saying Naam. Naam vich raho. As you live in Naam, then the whole world becomes more meaningful. Everything becomes meaningful. You see the connections all around you. What you couldn't see, you start to see. Atmak tarakki, spiritual advancement. People, I met a guy recently, Sachi's kahani. Maharaj Kirpa, I went to America recently, and I met this guy there. He goes, he's now a singer, but he was a year ago, he was a munna. He said to me, Paji, you know what? A year ago, I tried to kill myself. He goes, I didn't have the guts. He goes, he said he didn't have the courage. You know, actually, Maji Kirpa Sigi, but he said he didn't have the courage to kill himself. He was so dukhi with his life. And I said, downward spiral, yeah? Same thing. Look, in that plan, marriage, kids, then more money, and then finally you die. In that story, if something goes wrong, it really messes us up. Lose our job, or parents, or something goes wrong. People collapse. Because everything was built up of this dream. This is what we need to do. And if suddenly something pops, Burana Manna, very few people have the ideal life. Sabne pata hai, behind our houses, in our house, what's going on? Very few people have the ideal life. So we have this dream world, we're all aiming towards it, but the minute it pops, we can collapse. This is where Guru Sahib comes in, isn't it? Mara says that Mara says, Gur ki bani syo rang laye, Gur ki ripal hoye, dukh jaye. If you fall in love with Bani, Mara says, begging back to Guru Granth Sahib Ji, why is Bani so important? These are God's words. Mara says, fall in love with Bani. And if Guru Sahib is kirpal upon you, he will take away all your pain. Guru Tegh Bahadurji Maharaj in their Bani explains this kind of person. Explains what kind of a person who is in love with Bani is like. They say, Jo nar dukh mein dukh nahi mane, sukh sane ho arpeh nahi jaake, kanchan mati mane. So koi hai aisa? Is there some person ki dukh vich dukh nahi manda? Look at the level Maharaj is taking us to. That this dream, it collapses, people collapse. They don't know what to do with themselves, they try to kill themselves. Maharaj is saying, he will give you such strength that in dukh, you will not see dukh. What an amazing ability, huh? Dukh par har. Tumhe pata hai, dukh par har, sukh kar le jaye. Take sukh to your house. Guru Maharaj can promise you this. If you go to a doctor and say, I'm depressed, what's he going to give you? Goliyan. Doctor can give you goliyan, but they don't take away the dukh. Guru Sahib can take the dukh away. That's how powerful he really is. You know? Even to the kids. And we always talk to the adults sometimes. Even to the kids. A lot of kids got dukh as well. But the ones that are attached to Bani and Simran, their dukh will be less. Scientifically, this has been proven by Harvard recently. They looked at people that meditated, long-time meditators, and they say that they don't have the ups and downs of everybody else. They have said, we go through emotional highs and emotional lows. I've seen people one day they're so happy, they're excited, next day they're so depressed. This up and down, it throws us all over the place. But people that have got a focus on their life, people that have got something bigger than the mundane life, something called spiritual advancement, spiritual life, they spend their whole life focusing upon that, and the things of the world, somebody dying, something else happening, doesn't affect them, because they're on a journey. Jo nar dukh mein dukh nahi mane. In dukh they don't see dukh. How does that happen? Maharaj in that Shabad they go, for the Guru's kirpa. Gur kirpa jeh narko kini teh e jugat peshani nanak leen payo gobind syo jo pani sang pani. That we can merge with the divine force. This guy I met who was so depressed 1 year ago, tried to kill himself. He came to the Gurdwara, just like we come to Gurdwara now. But he came not like most of us. Most of us come here to matha take like myself, have prashad and go home. Badiya ho gaya Gurdwara, yeah? He came that day, how Guru Arjan Dev Ji talks about in their Bani, ki ho aaya duro chal ke, main takki to sarnaye jiyo, main aasa rakhi chit mein, mera sabbo dukh gavaye jiyo. So Satsang, think about that. Ho aaya duro chal ke, main takki to sarnaye jiyo, main aasa rakhi chit mein, mera sabbo dukh gavaye jiyo. Imagine if you come to Gurdwara with that desire. I've come from a far way away. Duro aaye, we left our houses, we left our nice TVs and our sofas where we could just sink and watch TV all day long. We got up, we walked all the way here in a car, we come this far. Ho aaya duro chal ke, main takki to sarnaye ji. I've come to your sarnaye, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, Sache Padshah Guru. I've come to you. Not just any Guru, the Guru of the Gurus. Akal Purukh Aap Narayan Kalatar Jag Meh Parvariyo. This is God's own light on earth. We come to this Sharan, what should we say? Main aasa rakhi chit mein, I've got a desire in my mind. What is that desire? Mera sabbo dukh gavaye jiyo. Let me lose all my dukh. We come here, he came that day, Satsang ji, just one day. ਡਿੱਗਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਸਿਰਫ ਸਿੱਖ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਝ ਬਣਨਾ ਆ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਤੋੜਨਾ ਆ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਰੀਕ ਗੱਲ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਆਪਾਂ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਬਣਨਾ ਆ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਆਓ ਤੇ ਟੁੱਟੋ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਟੁੱਟੋ ਆਪਣਾ ਹੰਕਾਰ ਤੋੜੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਸ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤੋੜੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਆਸ ਰੱਖੋ ਨਿਤਰਿਆ ਧਰ पन है खुदाए गरीब निवाज दिन रहते आए और Guru Sahib, you are गरीब निवाज. He came to Gurdwara, he fell at Guru Maharaj's feet. He said, Maharaj, I'm dead now. मैं तो मर जाना सीगा तो मैं आया सरनी आया भरोसे आया कृपा आया कृपा करो. He said, Maharaj, now you saved me. My life is with you. You fix me up. I've got nothing left, no strength left. Satsang ji, ਤੁਸੀਂ हैरान हो गए. And he was in the Gurdwara. A Kirtan program started. People started doing Kirtan. And he, as he was lying there, started to feel so much bliss. Spiritual bliss. Satsang ji. Not physical, spiritual bliss. He lost all of his pain. He became experiencing Anand. Maha Anand. Spiritual bliss. He sat there in the Gurdwara for 3 hours just listening to Kirtan. And he was in a supreme bliss. Every day he started to Kirtan, addicted to Kirtan. 3, 4 hours just to Kirtan. So much bliss, his whole life changed. He goes, all those problems I had before, I still have them. Because they don't bother me now. They don't bother me. He goes, I'm in bliss the whole day. He goes, I feel like I just want to stay in the room and listen to Kirtan all day long. Because I don't care about anything. Nothing bothers him now. Jo nar dukh mein dukh nahi mane. Everybody else would collapse. He's in Chardi Kala. Because his life is now about Bani and Simran. He goes, I get so much bliss. He goes, unfortunately, with the bliss and with the Naam, And he took Amrit as well. He said, with the bliss and the Naam, he goes, other things have started to come along now. He goes, when I look at somebody, I can see their past, I can see their future. He goes, initially I was a bit stupid. I started telling people about the spiritual powers. I could see people's future and past. And then they started believing I was some kind of Baba or something. He goes, now I have to stop. I tell them, and I go back to simple life, back to Naam. Satsang Atmak Tarakki. In 1 year, And there's people I've met who were doing part for 20, 30 years, or hoya nahi kuch. What is the reason? Tuttan di lod hai. Tuttan di lod hai. We have to throw ourselves at our Guru's feet. Sanu kuch pata nahi, tusi kuch karo. Ab kich kirpa kije. Jyon paave to rakho Swami. Marag Gure Pathaya. Walk upon this path the Guru's put you upon, and do it in the way the Guru Maharaj can do kirpa upon you, because your panda is no longer like this. You're actually open. You're listening. The panda is like this, and the kirpa will collect. Sabte kirpa ho sakti hai ji. Papa bhi, I was looking at him with both. Mere te bhi kirpa karne. I was looking at him, wow. Okay, in 1 year, so much kirpa. Why? Because he was prepared to samarpat kita apne aap nu Guru to. Maharaj says that you want to become a servant. Guru Maharaj says, look, dekho ede vich panti bhi gal hegi hai. The people that are amritari, people that are thinking about Khalsa Raj, Khalistan, ek slok which Maharaj sab kuch bayan kar deta. Kis cheez di lod hegi hai. What is the aim of life for a Sikh? Maharaj says, slok mahalla tija, Hasti sir jo Ankas hai, ahran jo sir de, मन तन आगे राख के उभी सेव करे यो गुरमुख आप निवारिय सब राज श्रेष्ठ काले नानक गुरमुख बुझिय जा आपे नदर करे. Maharaj says, an elephant, the guy who sits on top of the elephant, he has a rope and he has a stick, the mahout. He controls the elephant with that stick. He prods him, makes him go a certain way. And the elephant, look at the size of the elephant. Dekha na elephant, hati badda hunda na. Elephant's big, innit? The guy sitting on top, how small is he compared to the elephant? Nothing, innit? It's like a little baby on the back of an adult. And that baby is controlling that whole elephant with just one stick. If the elephant wanted, just pick his nose up, grab the man and just throw him, probably throw him about 50 meters. Still, the elephant listens to the man on top of him. Hasti sirjo Ankas hai. The elephant listens to the mahout, and the ahran, which is like a metal thing that the metal worker uses, it's like a plate on the floor, and he puts the other metal on top of it and he smashes it. He's got a hatti, he's got an anvil, and he puts the metal inside that and he smashes that metal. Now imagine if that metal got fed up of being beaten, Kani main nahi kuch khani hona. Bathera ho gaya. No, it just sits there and accepts all the blows. Hasti sir jo Ankas hai, ahran jo sir de, man tan aage rakh ke, ubi sev kare. Serve your Guru in this way. Give yourself to him. Man tan aage rakh ke. He's got all the khajana of Ban, of Naam, Bani, Simran. He's got the khajana. But all it takes is for us to come here and give ourselves to him and say, I am yours now, give it to me. Because until we empty ourselves out, Maharaj says, choot, 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 duni guman. When we have pride in ourselves, I met a guy, he wanted to set up his new business. I said, tu ardas karya kar, Maharaj kirpa kare. He goes, no, I don't want Maharaj to do kirpa upon me, I want to do it myself. Main kya Vaheguru. Got a pug on his head, but samajh nahi aaya hale. Everything is in God's hands. Everything is in God's hands. You can't do something without His kirpa. It's hada pe lekha hai. Everything He gives us. Swere utھ ke, when he was growing up, his parents would have told him to say ki dadda data ek hai, sabko devanhar. Sabko devanhar. And yet he's going to make business money. And he's going to say, I made this money myself. Kyo? Choot, 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 duni guman. It's false, that pride. The truth is, everything is coming from Him. Papa mande nahi. So we don't say thanks. We don't become mantan aage rakh ke ubi save kare. We don't serve Him like we think He is God. We still think our Guru is separate from God. Asal vich, people say, I believe in God, but they don't know that Guru is God. Samjho meri gal? There's a very big difference between us and Islam. Prophet Muhammad is not God for the Muslims. He is just a teacher. He's a messenger, in fact. You know that t-shirt, don't shoot the messenger. They call him the messenger. Paigambar. Bani vich bhi aaya hai akhar, Paigambar. He is a messenger. But our Guru is not a messenger. He's far more than that. He is the Jot of Vaheguru. What Guru Sahib says will go. It will happen. Whatever he says will work. If he says Kirpa, Kirpa hogi. Guru is that being we can beg. We can ask our Guru, Maharaj, tusi kuch karo. Gur mera gyan, gur hriday dhyan, gur gopal purakh Bhagwan. Guru is that being that is God. Because these little concepts aren't clear in our youth, when they come to Gurdwara, they do what we tell them to do, Satsang. We parents, we tell our kids, your Guru is like a teacher. When they go to school, Satsang, they ignore their teachers. Do you know that? When you go to school, and then you go for that parent-teacher evening, the teacher says to you, Sunda hi nahi. Aakhe nahi lagda. Why? Because we ignore our teachers in it in school. And what we did is we told our kids, Guru is like a teacher. तो कहते चलो मैं ignore कर लेना. कुछ स्कूल जी करता है, इत्थे भी कर लवा. की फर्क पैंदा है? Guru is not a teacher. Guru is far more. Guru is the light of God. Guru is speaking with God's authority. What Guru is telling us is the truth, the ultimate truth. What is reality? What is really there and what is not there? In the matrix, you've got the truth, and you've got this false world. Guru Sahib is telling us the truth. And the reason he teaches us that truth, because he is Sat Guru. This truth is what we need to learn. So the Guru of the truth becomes Sat Guru. Not true Guru, Sat Guru, the teacher of that truth. वो अक्षर सी गलत समझ गए हैगी. वो अक्षर का अर्थ हैगा सत्य. सिहारी हैगी ना? जिन्होंने पंजाबी आंदी हैगी तो उन्हें पता है कि पंजाबी में लिख देंगे पप्पा सिहारी ऐड़ा कन्ना रारा प्यार. ते हिंदी लिख दे पप्पा यैया कन्ना रारा प्यार. They say yaya, we say प्यार. उत्थे यैया ही हैगा, but it's सिहारी. सत्य. सत्य का अर्थ निकलता हैगा सत्य. सत्यमेव जयते. The truth will prevail. The truth. Guru is a teacher of the truth. Sat Guru. Okay, going back to our what we're talking about. Guru Sahib is here to teach us that truth, and with that truth, Mana says Naam. Satya, Naam. The truth is Naam. The truth is we've come here for Naam and no other reason. If we take respect in the world, if we take pride in the world, we will not understand this game, which is the ulti game. It's the opposite of the world. 5 times khoob khoob, 5 times, 4 times chud. Because even if it's as bad as it can get, Bani, that is the limit to badness of Duni Guman, but there's no limit to the goodness of Naam. Utte panjwari aa gaya. For us as Sikhs, if we live our life and we don't experience Naam, Satsang ji maaf karna, we've wasted this life. There's no doubt about it. If you're sitting in your 60s, 70s and you never experienced Vaheguru in a Gurdwara, if you never got told that you're here to experience Vaheguru, Satsang ji, whatever's left now of your life, use it well. Maharaj says, Hum aadmi ha ekdami. Hum aadmi ha ekdami. Mahlat mahut na jana. We don't know when we're going to go. No one knows here when they're going to go. Some people of Mahapurukhs might know, but the rest of us, we ain't got a clue. So while we're here, as Sikhs, we must try and connect to God. Otherwise, we're saying that Guru Maharaj is wrong. Guru Sahib is saying that without life, without Naam, Naam bina sab duniya char. But we think this dust is so real. We go into our houses, got a big fat yard, nice new car, and we sit there and we go, what do we say in our mind? Even if we don't say it loud, what do we think? We made it. We made it. We look around, we've got the wicked new stereo system, sounds blasting, and we're sitting and we're thinking, made it, I got it made. And if we just thought about that line for Guru Maharaj, Naam bina sab duniya achar, we would say, hold on, I ain't made it. I'm nowhere. This is all just dust. And you know what? Scientifically that's true. It's all cosmic dust. At one point it was all out in space. Now it's here. Before it was in the ground. They took it out of the ground. They made it into metal, refined it and made it into a car that we're sitting in. But it's all just dust. So chut. But we think it's so real. Maharaj says, Nagaj tere bande didar apar. The people that serve you, to see them is amazing. Naam bina sab duniya achar. I was trying to think, how can we make people understand that life without Naam is no good? How can you make someone understand how important it is? And Maharaj sometimes gets very graphic. Guru Maharaj, they go very graphic. They say, Jehba jape na naam, til til katti hai. So if your tongue doesn't jap Naam, they say, kat do. Maharaj, they take it, we think, oh Maharaj bahut mithe bolde ne. Mithe bolda ji, mithe bolda, Har Sajan Swami mera. He speaks mitha, but Maharaj kai wari koda sach bhi bolde hege hain. It's very straight to the point, but still it's mitha. Who believes it's mitha, that koda sach? The Sikh. The Sikh goes, hey Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj kehde ne, je gur chidke ta mitha lage, je bakshe ta gur vadiyai. The Sikh will listen to the absolute truth, which is the world is false, and it won't hurt them. They'll say, Maharaj Satya, thank you for telling me the truth. Satsangaji, unfortunately, lots of people come into Gurdwara, someone like myself will say, don't drink alcohol. Don't do this stuff that you think is normal. Make Naam your normal thing. Don't think it's okay to drink alcohol and get drunk with that alcohol. I'm not saying that your intention is wrong. Your intention is right. You want to feel something more than this world. It's not enough. You want to have some extra experience and you want some anand. Everybody wants anand, innit? Marani. They're looking for the right thing, but looking for it in the wrong place. They're looking for anand, but they're looking for it in a bottle. If they looked for the anand in the gutka, then it'd be the right place to look for it. Maharaj says, Anand savako ka hai, Anand Guru te janiya. Everybody's talking about Anand. The person who wants to eat meat and enjoy the taste of meat, even they've got the right idea, but the wrong reason, the wrong way. They want to taste something really good, so they go for meat. They want to get something really high, so they take drugs. They want to feel totally relaxed, so they drink alcohol. What they didn't realize, that all of those things are in Naam. All of those things. Maharas. Taste Maharas is Naam. Naam da Maharas. Jin chakhya tis aya swad. Jine enu chak leta amrit nu. Fir ਉਹ ਦੂਜੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਉਹਦੇ ਸਵਾਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ. If you drink this ras of Naam, then the ras of food isn't that nice. If you start to have this ras of Naam, then the alcohol holds no attachment to you. Drugs hold no attachment to you. Because what we've done is we've taken out the gund and put in something really good. The thing we were meant to eat. So imagine sometimes, like kids, you give them an iPhone or something, they don't know what to do with it. With parents, you put it on airplane mode, they don't know how to use it. ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਉਹ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਮਝਾਓ ਈਮੇਲ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪਰਵਾਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝਿਓ ਆਪਾਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਵਰਗੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਰੀਰ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ ਪਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਦਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਕੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਿਖਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਸੌਖੀ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹੀ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੈਨਾ ਖਾਣਾ ਪੀਣਾ ਸੋਣਾ ਹੱਸਣਾ ਉਹ ਸੌਖਾ ਹੈ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਆਤਮਿਕ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਹੈ ਔਖੀ ਹੈ ਦਿਖਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ. You can't see spiritual experiences. Can't even describe it to somebody. Because it's a bit harder, we think, chalo mere waaste hai hi nahi. Or we think, hai hi nahi cheez. Not even that it's not for me, we don't even know it's there. But our Guru has come to tell us the same thing, that it is for us. Spiritual life is for us. We've come here, ayo padan sunan ko bani. We've come here in this world, every Sikh child should know this, we've come here to read Bani. To listen to Bani, like we're doing now, this is Katha. But this Katha is also Naam. Maharaj says, Bani is also Naam. Ayo sunan padan ko Bani, Naam visar laghe anlalaj. Birtha janam parani. Bani is Naam, and when Bani tells you something, he'll always talk about Naam. When you say Katha, Maharaj says that the highest Katha is the Katha of Naam. Sabte uttam har ki Katha, Naam sunat dard dukh latha. The highest thing we can do upon this earth, Uche upar, Ucha now. I'll finish off with this. Imagine you want to get to a building. A simple example. You want to climb to the top of the roof of a building. Let's call this Sach Khand. You want to get to Sach Khand. To get on top of a building, you have to get a ladder. When you get the ladder, you put it against the building. The ladder will be higher than the building. So then you can climb off the ladder into the building, on top. The same way, to get to Sach Khand, you have to hold something even higher than Sach Khand. Naam. The ladder of Naam is higher than Sach Khand, and it gets you to Sach Khand. Uche upar, Ucha Naam. It's the highest thing of all there is in this world. So Naam bina sab duniya char. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is very clear that for us, what we need to do is come to our Guru, fall at his feet and ask him, Maharaj, how do I get this Naam? And what I said earlier about falling at our Guru's feet, Mantan aage raake ubi sev kare, Maharaj says this, Eo Gurmukh aap nivariye, sab raj srisht kale. They say a good Sikh this way takes away the ego. They lower themselves to the dust. They lower themselves so they're below the carpet. If you pour water on this carpet now, will the water stay on top of the carpet? No, go underneath. Water is so humble, if you pour it into the ground, it will go under the ground. That's why Pani Pita. Sada Pita is about Nimrita. If we make Nimrita our Pita, we'll go so low like Pani. Man say, Gurmukh aap nivariye, and what happens with this? Sab raj srisht kale. For the people that are in Panthic politics, tusi aap parkha la lo. The only thing stopping this Panth from getting Chardi Kala is the egos of the people in the Panth. There's nothing stopping this Panth from being Chardi Kala apart from the people in the Panth. People ni homme. The ego of the people in the Panth is stopping this Panth from getting ahead. Dekh lo, you put 10 people together, even though they could work together, they end up arguing because of the egos. And every single person that I know amongst the youth is fed up of that. Maharaj says, Eo Gurmukh aap nivariye, sab raj srisht kale. The only thing we need to do is get rid of our ego. We will get everything, but most people don't get this. If we tell this to most people, they don't understand, because Maharaj says, Nanak Gurmukh bujhiye, ja aape nadar kare. Je aape akal purukh samjha deve na, that you should work with other people regardless of the Jatipati politics, regardless of anything. If we just work together, we will get Khasa Raj. The secret lies in getting rid of the ego. Mantana aage raake, ubbi sev kare. Same secret lies for us. Then when I say us, I mean then let's say I am a Mirtari, but sometimes I feel like I'm still that 21-year-old kid who didn't know anything. But the people like myself who don't know much about Sikhi, the secret for Sikhi lies in the same way. To come to Guru Sahib and say, I don't know anything. Most of us already feel like that anyway. Kuch nahi pata mainu. When we teach people on Sikhi, they go, I didn't even know this. When we taught the course in Southall, the Vaheguru course, it's online now. On the first day, we said to people, how much do you know about Sikhi? Took a little survey of the room. They was like, I know a fair bit, I know a fair bit. Okay, so we wrote that down. Then we taught the first lesson, which was, what is Guru Nanak Dev Ji? And after that, we asked them, how much do you feel you know about Sikhi now? And they go, I don't think I know anything about Sikhi. So we've got knowledge which is paper thin. We don't know that, actually we don't know anything. And Maharaj is saying that, changa haiga, you don't know anything. Hum murak, tum chatur syane, tu sarab kala ka gyata. He can give us all that knowledge. So if we come in front of him, say, I don't know anything, japaheen, tapaheen, I got nothing. Kullaheen, karamheen, I got nothing good to offer you, but I got one thing, give you me. And give you me. And if you are the one who can hold a spiritual life, who holds peace, who holds happiness and bliss in your hands, if you know everything we need to do to get ahead, And if I throw myself at your feet, will sab kuch mil jana. I was going to talk about the point of life generally, but if telling someone the point of life is to get to God, but don't tell them how, they won't get it. The point of life is to get to God, but the point of a Sikh's life is to let the Guru get them to God. Gur Prasad. Ik Oankar, one divine being who made everything with one word. Sat. That is the truth. That is the only reality there is. And how do we find it? Gur Prasad. By the Guru's grace. This is the smallest version of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Guru Gobind Singh said to the Singhs, teach me the meaning of Guru Granth Sahib Ji before I jump on my horse. People were a bit scared. Bhai Jagraj Ji said, Ik Oankar, Satgur Prasad. Ik Oankar. One being, we all come from this one truth. This is the Sat. How do we find it? By the Guru's grace. If you walk on the Guru's path, He will make us experience this divine bliss. It's in His hands, He has it. We just need to go and ask Him. Mangan di lodiya. If a Sikh just comes to Guru Sahib and begs, we will get it. The people that don't beg from it, the people that are happy in their lives, I'm talking to the people, they don't beg for it, they're happy in their lives, they won't get it. Because of Mangan Gini. Tuttin di lodiya. Yeah? And Maharaj Kirpa Kare that all of us fall in front of our Guru and understand that He is the one. He is the one. Gurbin Duja Nahi Thao. Gurdata Gurdeve Now. There's nothing else but Guru. The truth is, the other world is false. It is jute. The truth is, Naam is the only truth. So, I'm sure in that katha, it was a bit unscripted and stuff. But I'm sure I made loads of mistakes in Bani and in speaking. Mainu maaf kar Sat Sangat ji, main bhi thode varga hi bachcha hi ha, not thode varga, main bhi bachcha hi ha thoda. I'm also learning. We're not perfect prachariks. Maharaj Kirpa kare reho sadan seesadiyan jo hove sahib jo mel. गज गज की फतेह आखनी जी वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.